So it's summer solstice. I forgot to pay homage to Earth, space. Summer solstice, time to shine. And it feels kind of like an auspicious day to begin our exploration, our deep dive together. I thought I would read one of my favorite things about shining. It's from Blessings of the Cosmos. It's Aramaic translations of the man known as Yeshua, who expressed a Christ expression of humanity and has been deeply misunderstood. Let the light of your being, the consciousness of knowing your real self, radiate and illuminate all being that you find before you, as well as the community of voices you find within. When they see and feel your atmosphere of ripeness, your ability to act at the right time and place, all will be reconnected in praise to the song and harmony of the Father, Mother, Parent of all, the nurturing power, the dark ground that recreates the cosmos each moment, unfolding a universe of sound, vibration, and light. Let your light so shine. What you find before you and within you. And we are that. So really, it's always kind of a trip, but luckily I have Sharon as a mentor, so it works out, because she never knows what she's going to say, and she says the same thing over and over. So I was thinking, well, I really don't have anything new to say, but I really want to do this deep dive. But we're evolving as a Sangha itself. And so even as the words may sound the same words, the cosmic corkscrew, that spiral of understanding, is working its magic within each one of us, where you understand it here, and then there's a big realization at retreat, or at the grocery store, or whatever, with your kid, and it goes, and then it's the same aspect of the infinitely faceted diamond of reality, but it's at a deeper level of understanding and knowing. So it really is, and we've been saying it. This fall will be our 13th anniversary for Full Circle. We've been saying it, it's a matter of identification, because it truly is a matter of identification. We are nothing, we are everything, and we are something. And that can seem within the realm of judgment, the judging conceptual mind. Those can seem like opposites, or incompatibilities, or paradox. But in the realm of original uncaused love, grace, discernment rather than judgment, wholeness, it's wholeness. It arises as a wholeness. Nothing, everything, something. A particularity that is so loved. I want to say loved, but it's because it's love itself. That is an aspect, an expression, a divine avenue of light in a particularity, a something. It appears as a something, and another something, and another something, and another something. But all of the somethings, all of the weavers, all of the threads are one. The tapestry is a whole. The kaleidoscope has its shape-shifting magic from all of the different particularities coming together as one wholeness. One wholeness. The shining itself expresses as rays, individualized rays. But what we find at that core of a separate sense, an identified conditioned sense of separateness, is a not okayness, not good enoughness. Some version, some flavor. I may not be nailing it just for you because it might be unworthy or shame but some sense, some kind, some flavor of this isn't okay. I'm not okay in this situation. This situation is not okay. It's not okay. And we go on the search for the okayness. But where we search is within the structure that's never going to be okay. It's never going to believe itself to be okay because it's conditioned. A mind that is believing in separateness, conditioned in separateness, cannot have the experience of wholeness. There is a belief that colors reality, and therefore the perception of reality is separate, not okay, not whole somehow. When the belief and conditioning drop out of the mind, there's a power that moves the mind. Because as long as belief and conditionedness are moving the mind, we get the world of the 5 o'clock news, the soap opera. What does Dr. Hawkins call it? The never-ending entertainment of the soap opera self, or something like that. That's what we get with the belief mind, the conditioned mind, the separate mind. But if that drops out, the power that actually moves the mind is original, uncaused love. I call that power that. You can call it whatever. Here it's original, uncaused love. And that world, I was just speaking with Sharon, a couple of days ago. And we were laughing because it really is a different world. You hear everyone say that. We read the masters, we have maybe glimpses of it in our sublime, unlanguaged moments, when we're dumbfounded, when we're stood still, unlanguaged, unconditioned, we sense it. A different world. A different world, uncolored, unshaped, unconditioned by this. This isn't okay. I'm not okay. Somehow there's been a fundamental flaw. And, we can hear this, and there's periods of time where we're in a certain state of mind where the mind will be like, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't feel that way about myself. Whatever it might be, whatever avenue of defense or rebellion our particular separateness has. But if we're walking around in a mind body, there is a separateness that can raise itself in certain situations And at the core of that separateness, at the core of that belief, is a sense of like, I'm not okay, that's not okay, resistance, struggle. We all know it. We know it. We know that. And even if it's like personally dropped out for you completely, glory, hallelujah, if you're that person, there's the collective. We are living a fabric of reality, not just an individualization, but a tapestry as well. We are a thread, a something, and we are an everything, the tapestry, and we're nothing at all. The great no thing. The great no thing. Awareness itself. You can't qualify it. It doesn't really actually exist as matter, and yet it's ubiquitous and ever present. And nothing exists without it. All of this is arising every moment, each moment, every here, every right here. So in that judging place, in that, and it's usually turned towards oneself. Self-consciousness, if that particular function is still within your reality, where the senses go out and then something, self-consciousness, reflects back upon itself and starts talking about the sensory world and narrating and conceptualizing, if that's still in place, then that has a quality of judgment that's usually pretty harsh towards one's own individuation. I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, woulda, shoulda, coulda, playing things over and over and over in a different way when it's long, long gone. Has no reality whatsoever anymore, other than in a very abstract, talking to itself way inside one's head and thoughts and feelings. Otherwise, it has no reality at all. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, okay. So it's a matter of identification. Because everyone here in this room and on this Zoom call has direct experience of the truth, the true nature, that which isn't coming and going. It's not coming and going. It's ever is, ever isness, awareness, whatever you want to call it. So in times of deep water, let's say, a deep wave, which we are in, we're in the transition. We're in the transition from the world, can we call it Newtonian? The matter, the laws of thermodynamics, this and that, cause and effect. That's an object over there, I'm an object over here. Where that was the rule of the land, the absolute. And we're moving out of that into the age of energetics, the age of energy, the age of love, where we realize, not just think about, but realize, like Einstein did, realize that, or Yogananda, or many of these other, those that have gone before us, it's realized that the world of matter and object meeting object, object meeting object, object meeting object, is a convention. It's something that's happening out of a group agreement. You know, like the people who are able to move cars off of their loved ones in car accidents and stuff, and we all go, oh, that's a miracle, or, you know, all the things we've called miracles. But the energy world, the sound, vibration, light, where we're dancing as the tapestry, enjoying itself as individual threads, as the tapestry, enjoying itself as the individual threads. That's a different world. Mary and I used to study with a teacher, Carolyn Mace. She's a real doozy. I don't know what to say about her. But the grace, it's the age of grace. Ajay wrote a book, Falling into Grace. It's not one of his more read books, but it's an amazing book about what I'm speaking about. It's a real conundrum for our thinking minds, because we are in the transition. We haven't really completely gotten there. The thinking mind is still really conceptualizing all of this in the background, going, yeah, right, you know, judging, keeping its world alive through judgment. That's good, that's bad, this is right, this is wrong. And resisting evil, resisting badness. You know, one of Christ's main message was resist be not evil. Because why? Because it doesn't exist. And when we resist it, it appears to. And we get to play around with it. Which is, I think we've just had enough. I mean, I just feel like we've just had enough of that. It's the turning of the ages. And you know, all of this can really break down, right? Like, say I'm a child in a certain part of the world and I have no food or water because some other people decided I shouldn't. But you know what? That's not us. And so there's a responsibility for those of us who can discover, uncover, remember the peace that actually exists, and then identify as that. Not in a pretentious way, but in a realized way. Put both feet in, sit down. I am that. I am that. Not in an egoic, not getting a better ego structure. This is where we get bogged down. Because it does actually clean up the ego structure quite a bit, and it's much more enjoyable. It's a more enjoyable ego structure for sure. Because it's not talking to itself as much. And it's not judging itself as much, and it's not judging other people because it doesn't have to project all of its dissatisfaction, discontentment, and unworthiness onto other people. It doesn't have to do that. It has the strength to like bring things home. So it does clean up the ego structure quite a bit. I can't remember where I was going with that. But we're not assuming, that's it. We're not bringing on a new identity that is now spiritualized. Like a gorgeous version. I mean, I love Instagram. Don't get me wrong. I'm not judging anything like as bad. But like, if you want to see spiritualized ego, like, it's not hard to find these days. I did my ayahuasca trip, nothing against ayahuasca. I did it, and I am now a teacher, and I am completely realized, and it's all, it's all me. It's all me. The teacher said it was all me. I am God. Oh, it's just terrifying, honestly. It's terrifying. The tapestry doesn't have any need to like declare itself. Like none. What but possible need with the tapestry itself? That which is the animating, sustaining, maintaining power of existence does not need to put out an ad. Oh dear. Yeah. Anyway, that's not what we're not trading in one ego structure for another, although, as I said, it does get cleaned up and more enjoyable. But I'm talking about identification. Identification. If we're still totally identified as that separate object floating around as its isolated self in a world that's happening to it, victimized by the world, that's just not in line with the evolution of what's happening on the planet. It's just not. That's like the old what is gone, what has already passed, trying to resurrect itself through a tantrum. I have to get my way, or, when it's just really obvious everything's changing. I had a dream, or maybe it was in meditation, I don't know, I can't remember, but it's like two trains leaving the station. And right now, we are still able to put our foot on this train and our foot on this train, but as they continue to diverge, as they leave the station, you got to get on the train you want to be on. Because they're both going to two different worlds, two different places.